Hey guys, good afternoon everyone. Welcome back to my channel. This is Miss Jaydee for our February 23rd daily stock market insights. And in this video, I'm going to cover first, of course, the requests you dropped in the comment section. I'll prioritize those and then probably check out some other stocks that are trending at the moment. All right. So let me get started. By the way, if this is the first time you're watching, I do review stocks in the Philippine market and sometimes cryptocurrencies in the US market. So if this is the type of video you want to watch every day, since I do this every day, feel free to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Okay, so let's get started with the index. All right. So as you can see earlier, I had my Bollinger Band, my RSI, and the volume as our main indicators here. But for now, let me hide the Bollinger Band because I just want to emphasize that this our index is still respecting the line that I have been drawing in the past few days. However, there's something else that I have noticed right now is that your while we are still respecting the uptrend channel in terms of support, your resistance is also starting to show some weakness right there. But then again, since this is in asymmetrical triangle, so we're just moving within this range, and then the best um, thing that I want to highlight here is, of course, once it probably breaks out of this level, then that's a breakout of the downtrend resistance. At the same time, take note of this horizontal line because that will still be our resistance. The moment we break out of this channel, we have a resistance nearby. So you had some foreign buying that happened today. So that's nice. So I think we really just have to closely monitor the movement here in terms of its technical pattern because that will dictate the next possible movements. The moment it breaks this channel or support that I have plotted here, then chances are people will be, foreign investors or big players will be taking or locking in their gains. So the index is the basket of all the top 30 companies in the Philippines. So they're the big players. And but then again, we have to check out each one of them to really understand the movement of the stocks. So here, let me go ahead and, of course, check out. First of all, some of these stocks that you have requested are not part of the index, but then again, I'll prioritize them. Green, green. Currently, you had overall it's a downtrend, right? But we had a slight recovery. However, it looks like it was not sustained. We got rejected at this resistance area. So this indeed is a resistance because if you move to the left, it was the support previously. Okay, so we just have to really pay close attention to this level because looks like this will create a brand new support at this area 1.94, 1.96. Because if we are to zoom in just in this level over here, looks like if we are able to sustain this, we are going to start the reversal. Okay, because if I'm to draw this in the short term, we are already starting to create that channel, right? It's nice that we have already crossed the MA20 line. So it looks like it will now create some higher lows. This is your first low, second low. So if it moves up, then chances are it will create higher high. So right now, the nearest support I'm seeing would be the area where I plotted it. It is around this MA20 level, 1.94. You had some foreign selling that happened today, probably because these folks must have already entered at the bottom, which is around the 1.83. Just take note of that. Overall, in the long term, we are at a very cheap level because the stock has uh, declined a huge amount right here from a 450 down to 1.94. So that's more than double, right? So there you go. Next stock is FNI. FNI on a daily chart, we are at the overbought, but still there's foreign buying. The buying sentiment is still high. Also, your RSI, while we are moving higher and higher, the RSI is still cooperating, moving higher and higher. There's still volume. However, I would have to say, if you are a position trader, this is not your level. This is already on the expensive side. But if you are a momentum trader, chances are you know what you're doing. Chances are you are probably timing this at a much faster time frame, which is probably 5-15 minutes, because we're anything can happen once it's already too stretched. Okay, so chances are profit taking might happen anytime soon. But then if you are an investor, probably you must have already entered somewhere at the bottom and then you're just adding, then that's fine because your time horizon is longer. But at the moment, let me just plot the nearest support I see for this stock. So it's an area because you have resistance very near each other right here, but then this is the center, 2.74 that is. So really your call, but in terms of risk to reward ratio, your next support is probably, let me just go weekly chart here. Bang, noisy, probably here because you have this, it's very near. So that could be your next support. It might drop there and retrace. I mean, pull back a bit, but still, I don't know what's there. So the ratio here, you enter right there, you get 395 or 1:1. So not really ideal setup, but well, it depends on your profile if you're willing to take that risk. But that for me, that's already a FOMO level. MWIDE is next. MWIDE just bounced. Okay, so nice. Although this is the thing that I don't like. The volume, the trades here is so small. So that means even if you already have a very attractive level right here, if there are no participants, then might take a while before your order for buy and sell would be executed. But I'll say this is already starting to bounce, but no volume. Even here, no volume. So it can still go back to the support level, which is around the 511. But overall, if you're willing to wait for an extended period of time until good volume, until investors take interest in the stock, at least you have entered at an area which is really, really cheap. That is if you are willing to wait. Okay, so that's my outlook here. Still at a very cheap level. It's just that there's really no big catalyst. I don't see any news around it. Um, that's why probably the trades here would be small. Okay, so 511 would be our support. Next is CNPF. CNPF got rejected. You are still in a downtrend channel. See this? This is still downtrend, guys. Over here, so it's an area. I just want to make sure it's evenly distributed. So there you go. So that is still your downtrend channel. Each time that area gets hit, there's rejection happening. So chances are we are going to have some declining or some pullback that will happen. Hopefully it just drops right at the previous support, which will probably retest that area and bounce right there. But remove drawings. You had some foreign buying, so that's something to pay attention to. Although there's no volume yet, right? But the foreign investors are starting to enter, so they would quietly enter right? Slowly, and then eventually, as soon as they're already set, right? Sometimes as soon as they're already set, they've already entered. Probably these folks must have already known something, like an insider scoop. That's why they're starting to enter. That could be it, and then eventually a news would come out. I'm just speculating, but normally that thing happens. They start to enter, and then eventually there's a big news that will come out. But overall, I think, okay, given the technicals here, you can still haggle for a much cheaper level, probably up to 24.48 or even 23.79. But the main takeaway here is that we got rejected at the MA20 line, which is a resistance when your price is moving below that level. Okay, so that is it. I'd like to also mention CREIT. Yesterday was their IPO, I believe, and today is another. So it was green yesterday. Today is a doji. It started and ended somewhere on the same level. Yeah, open and ended at 2.84. Um, you had lower volume, but foreign buying was here. So let us see if it will continue to, because we don't have any graph or any indicators at the moment because it was just their second day today. However, it's nice to see foreign buying, and two, we were able to sustain our movement within the range. So that means a lot of people are still holding on to their positions, right? These people are still holding on to their positions, and looking at it, our lowest point was 2.80 and we opened around 2.78 yesterday. So who knows? We could be establishing a support at that 278 or 280 area, and then movement or bullish movements could continue. And what I'm saying right now is just purely speculation because I only have 2 days worth of data. At the same time, I know you've watched different videos about city core REIT. So this is like REIT companies whereby the main product would be the buildings and spaces that they have it for lease. Here it's the land where they put solar energy, like solar farm. There you go. So they have solar farm, and then they get, of course, payment from leasing the property. At the same time, they get commission from the revenue of the company that puts solar farm in there. So I think that's the beauty of it. And looking at it, looking at the product itself, what are the chances of solar farms failing when you know that the product is unlimited? Given that we are a tropical country, we get enough supply of sun here. So that's the nice thing there. Um, we all need power, and then the direction is a lot of us are heading that direction where we want renewable energy. So that's a really good niche right there. So I think personally, well, I added here just to be transparent. I did some test buy yesterday, and I'm still holding on to my position. So we'll find out there. Okay, my average, by the way, is 2.82. So I think that's it for now. I really made sure that I record this early today so that you can watch it and comment your requests, and I'll see if I can add more video before the day ends. In the meantime, I really appreciate uh, all of you guys who subscribed. The network or the community is starting to grow. I really appreciate it. You are inspiring me to do this every single day. Please drop a comment. Let me know your thoughts so I can make adjustments, or that way I can improve the quality of my work here at the same time. Okay, so that's it. Thank you for watching. Bye bye for now.